Okay, welcome back. Ryder family secret, even though it's showing there, by the way, oh, okay. Well then, with that being the case, let's head back in, because, family secrets are family secrets. And we need to learn about them family secrets. Because, yeah, now that Meridian is ready to go, once we activate that VidCon, we're right on our way to the final mission, so this is our last chance to wrap up everything before moving on. Honestly speaking, would be nice, I'm not holding my breath, but would be nice to obtain level 60. Probably not happening. Considering I'm what? Level, 56? Almost halfway to 57? So... let's see, I'm getting 5 per level, so I can do that, and next level I'll still have enough to max up Annihilation.
I don't care what she says. We can't work these hours.
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
I think I will change the fusion mod that I've got on my chest armor, though. Change it to, well, something. I'm not sure what. I'll have to see what I've got.
Being shackled to the organism you call Pathfinder?
It isn't imprisonment. Our connection permits me access to places I couldn't otherwise visit.
Maybe next time you can take me with you.
I doubt the Pathfinder would agree to that.
I would
It
not.
could be our secret.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Play it.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
What was it Jian Garson said? The code word is fulcrum.
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec. I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And then 7. So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
Though we'll keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right.
I guess the time's right now.
Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
That's what he said.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Sam, this is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name, Elizabeth Riley.
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Sarah could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
So, this all but confirms that the Hyperion and the Nexus and all the arcs set out sometime between, roughly speaking, like 3/4 of the way through Mass Effect 1 and like halfway through Mass Effect 2.
Now we know what GN Garson meant, that something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reaper's return was imminent.
But why was GN Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was, or is, the Benefactor?
Unknown.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
Well, before we do that,
Your father's personal logs.
the Milky Way emergency.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. And so was our mysterious Benefactor.
Turian SOS.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Or maybe it was between Mass Effects 2 and 3. Well, either way.
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR-2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
By the way, for the purposes of my particular canon ending for the original trilogy, I would personally say the canon ending is Synthesis, the one where all organic and synthetic life merge. Because, that saves the most individuals, both synthetic and sentient. I could not, for myself, I would not be able to bring myself to wipe out all synthetic life, because not all synthetic life is bad. The Geth proved that. And, of course, retaliating against the maker or whatever, that would be a no-go as well, because that just dooms the cycle to continue to repeat.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
Oh, and of course, the control ending is a no-go for me as well. Mostly because I really can't... like, if I was in Shepard's shoes, I really can't be bothered to be essentially an acting god.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy, and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
Alright. Now we go do it. Let's make sure, yeah, I've got Rider Family Secret on. Alright, off we go to the Cryo Bay. Oh, mother! I probably should talk to our sister first before waking up dear old Ma. Fuck out the way, bitch. I got a family reunion to get to.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS. Species are at odds as talks break down over a
This is
unified
not
curriculum.
good. Exiles.
Where does this go?
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
What?
There she
you are.
is.
What's going on? Well, here's the pod you told me to find. What's so important about Elizabeth Riley?
You're never gonna fucking believe me.
If you could have one person back in your life, Who would it be?
Mom? No question there. Wait a minute. Elizabeth Riley? The initials. E.R. Are you saying?
I saw Dad's last memory. E.R. is Ellen Ryder. He brought her along. Sarah, it's Mom.
Oh my god. How is this possible?
Apparently, putting her into stasis also put her disease on hold.
Its progress has been halted. Alec put her in stasis after she fell unconscious in the hospital.
This is amazing. Dad's stubborn streak finally paid off. I could hug him. And then scream at him. He should have told us about this.
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
We have to wake her up.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
Then let's cure her.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
Keep her safe.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. No way we're losing her again.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
Hang in there, Mom. We missed you.
All right. And that brings down to just truth and trespass. There is still technically Path of a Hero, but that's on hold until we beat the Archon. So, with that, we'll see y'all over in Havarl. Alright.
The crew is ready to discuss how to approach the Remnant City, Pathfinder.
We'll discuss that later because we've got one final miscellaneous mission to take care of before we go fucking about over there. As we need to once more return to Havarl. Time for Truth and Trespass. With my pretty much fully kitted out kit. Oh, actually, you know what? Before I forget. The hover mod is nice and all, but I'm just not hovering, and there's no real need for the hover. Recharge speed would be nice. Damage resistance is also nice, but that's a pretty hefty drawback, having minus 5% to all damage. I'm not using tech constructs. Don't really care about that. Max shield is meh. Okay, so recharge speed, sure.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
And you're going to want me to go all the way up there, aren't you? Which would be closer? They seem to be about equal distance. There we go. Honestly, pretty nice having, you know, armor that isn't complete crap, because I was forcing myself to use basically level 1 armor for the entire game because, that experience boost was too good to not use. But now that we're at the end of the game, even with the experience boost, there's pretty much no way I was going to be reaching level 60 anyways, so...
Those are the coordinates we were sent.
And that message about the Solarian Ark?
If there's truth to it, we should know.
We've got Ket!
Stop hiding.
Betrayal, yes, for us.
Let's look around. They might have left something. From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconveniences.
By any means necessary. Even assassination.
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
Good for you.
A lot of people came to Andromeda for a fresh start.
I'm sure I'll enjoy mine when I find it. Let's be frank. There are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Hager help you with this?
Hager's too green to be corrupt, but his team's another story. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
Alright.
Alright, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Ket who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the Ket, that would prove he's the one.
What if the evidence doesn't implicate Adden?
If I'm really that rusty, I suppose I'd have to start over from scratch. Remember, Dr. Adden's equipment and his Ket contact. This has to be watertight. Good luck.
Oh, we'll do that. Of course, it's not on Hivarl, because it can't be just that simple. But that does get us a lovely initiative ring.
Leaving Hivarl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
So let's go spend that, and
We're
then
going to
continue.
research the Ghost Storm tech for the other Pathfinders as soon as we can.
Are you
You
just...
have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
I know, I'm trying to access it. Okay, Sure. Collect all. And on we go. Yes, this episode's going to be an extended one, mostly so we can finish out absolutely everything that's left before moving on to the official final mission. So off we go to Vold.
Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Man, wish I didn't have to... That's one of the other bigger annoyances that I have. The having to rotate every single time you come to a planet. Track.
Approaching the LZ.
Okay, Mass Effects 1, 2, and 3, if the planet was landable, you could just click to land. You didn't have to rotate to get to the landing site. And it's always having to rotate to get to the landing site. It's never just centered right on it. Alright, and where are we going? Scan for evidence of the Ket handler, and scan his equipment. So we're going to go for the Ket handler first. And I need to go west.
Remnant, stay on guard.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not fucking with them right now.
Let's get a scan. That STG agent was right. This cat was Dr. Adams' contact.
Lots of explosions. Yeet. Fuck you think you're going, bitch?
Let's get a scan.
Working on it.
This ket has a Milky Way comm device implanted. Particle vibration on the transmitter resembles Solarian encryptions.
Resembles doesn't prove much. The cat could have found the implant on the Solarian Ark.
We should check out Aden's equipment, too.
Yep. And that's exactly what we're doing. Bitch ass bitchers.
Some of my parts weren't made for these temperatures.
You're a tough old bastard. I'm sure you'll be fine. There's one sentiment that I was told about a while ago. Ooh, hello.
It's the cat. They must be going after the Angara.
There was one sentiment I was told about a while ago that honestly I kind of agree with. Fast travel generally serves nothing but to hinder the experience. Because a lot of games like this have roaming encounters like this that you will full on miss by fast traveling.
Thank you for the assistance. Any enemy of the Ket is an ally of ours.
You don't look like you're in distress. What was that beacon for?
To draw the Ket. To give them what they deserve. There's a group that's been attacking shuttles, killing and scavenging from innocents. I knew the beacon would attract them. They'd come here to find unarmed, easy victims.
That was a good plan.
Clever trap. Looks like they fell for it.
Yeet, motherfucker! You're still fucking alive? Oh, no, okay. I was about to say. I don't know why I just lobbed that. Thankfully, if it doesn't hit anything, it does... Thankfully, if it doesn't hit anything, it doesn't, I need to get some, thermal. Ooh, a level. Go on and expend those points, I guess.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Anyways, like I was saying, if I fast traveled, I would have completely missed this. And that's essentially what I was getting at, where fast travel in...
Lots of respect for the Angara. The way they fight, it's almost Krogan.
Fast travel in some cases serves to harm the experience than help, because you straight up miss so much just because you fast traveled.
That's Techix, according to my map.
Life support at 100%.
And don't get me wrong, it's a nice tool to have, gets you from point A to point B real good, but it does have the trade-off of you missing things because you're not physically exploring around. I'm still like 80% sure there's one more roaming encounter I can get here on Vold.
This must be Dr. Aden's workspace. The one the STG agent is investigating.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Aden's experiments. Both of these leads seem circumstantial. Nothing proves Aden betrayed the Ark.
There goes Salen's investigation.
What about Hager back on the Nexus? We could ask if he knows anything.
Hi. Ooh. Thank you. While we're passing through, let's hit the market. I've got a better version of that, sorry. You don't have any sniper.
I'm coming in from Kadara tomorrow. I'm taking prepaid, VID-registered orders.
Alright, well.
Some sort of guard post.
Back to the Nexus. See you there. While we're here, I was checking some shops, and there's a new ship model to be grabbed. Alright. Alright. Time to have a chat with the Solarian Pathfinder.
Ah, Ryder. Grab a seat.
So yes, after that, the Ket tightened security. I've only just got back.
The idea of Solarians figuring out exaltation must keep them up at night.
A comforting thought.
So you're finding out the Ket's dirty exaltation secrets?
And, if we're lucky, a way to stop it. I meant to thank you for the star maps.
You're welcome. Between us, charting the Scourge and Ryder's vault data, the Ket will run out of bolt holes.
I'll send you our latest.
I'll take a copy as well. Anything to expand the search grid.
Still hunting down the stasis pods.
And finding them. Having a partner AI makes one hell of a difference. I guess I need to train a successor. And figure out how to prepare them.
Better to find your wings as you fly. Worked for us, didn't it?
There's only one way to find out what kind of Pathfinder you are.
Ha. Guess so.
For now, friends, I need your help. The first wine bottled in Andromeda, sent back to the Nexus.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Seemed worthy of our first proper meeting together. If we have a toast.
To good, to exploration and discovery.
To the great adventure, and all the mysteries waiting for us.
Ah, Ryder. Your pilot said you were helping Major Salen Vaughn with an investigation into Dr. Aden.
You know Salen?
Only by reputation. One of STG's finest back in the day. I tried to help him with Aden, but sort of stalled.
What do you make of Salen's theory that someone betrayed your people?
It doesn't seem possible, but there's so much that doesn't fit otherwise. I reached out to ARC leadership, the ones who woke up first, but they keep putting me off. I had an idea, but it might not be completely legal.
Now we're talking.
Hey, if we don't break the rules, who will?
One of those ARC officers, Rand Lon, has an apartment here. If he's busy, he won't be around. And a quick scan wouldn't hurt anything. Just see what's there.
An interesting point. At least Ryder has infinite stamina.
The Solarian Arc. Reports suggest Perchero was intercepted by Ket forces in the Defino system. Reached for comment, officials refuse to provide any details on the status of the Arc or its inhabitants. But they do confirm the Solarian Pathfinder has died. Amid confusion and questions, the Nexus now braces for a potential influx of Solarian settlers. This is HNS.
And that's one thing that I get why it's in there for immersion purposes and whatnot, but honestly, I can't think of a single person that would rather have that over the ability to just run as long as you want.
I may be able to hack this, Pathfinder.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Hadrian mentioned.
Probably that.
Freshly vacuumed.
Traces of dust still remain. Based on the Scourge radiation count, they came from a remote world.
So Rand Lon, or someone in his apartment, went exploring out there.
Talcum powder.
Password protected. Little help, Sam?
Accessing. It contains financial and personnel reports. However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine.
A drug?
A neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not one of them.
Okay, something's fishy. Sam, can you work out which planet the dust on the floor came from?
I have a candidate. No record of any official visit. Once in orbit, I can approximate a nav point.
Alright.
What are you doing in my apartment?
You must be Rand Lon.
Yes. You're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
Wrong room.
My fault. I'm visiting a friend and these doors all look alike.
You're quite obviously not here by accident. Now please, explain why you broke in or I'll have to report this to the militia.
I'm working with Major Salen Varn. He has the paperwork.
Salen? Huh, I see. If the Major's at it again, this makes more sense.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering us with conspiracies since he woke up. It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified, Sam?
Well, we're gonna go find that planet. Eladin it is. Back then. Alright, we're planet-side Eladin. God damn, you want me to go all the way up there. Well, let's get to getting.
Worm, stay out of its way.
What the hell is that?
Analysis shows it's a remnant abyssal. Locals call it the Worm. Non-hostile and impervious to weaponry. However, I advise keeping your distance.
Good to know.
Hey, big boy. Excuse me, pardon me.
Pathfinder, these are the approximate coordinates extrapolated from the Solarian apartment.
Maybe they picked something up.
There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface. Something was here, then dragged that way.
Just follow the footprints. At least they're not Angaran in design again. Or Ket. They actually use different footprints model.
Scavengers. I'd be careful. Out here, they're dangerous.
The trail leads right to them. Let's do this! Wait, is that Salem?
Should have brought the car. There is nowhere to hide over here. Well, fuck me. Oh? Wow, really? Scavengers just aren't spawned in. That works. Oh. They're not spawned in, but I need to kill them. Fucktastic. Alright, give me a second. Alright, I'm back and they're spawned in. Hooray.
Wait, is that Salem?
Oh, that's not my sniper. Hey! Bad dog.
Pass the metagel. Let's get him back on his feet. Salen, what happened to you?
Salen? Very familiar for our first real meeting.
Not funny, Solarian.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and unfortunately, he did. I imagine I was supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you met was Dr. Adden in disguise.
Wait, he asked me to analyze leads that could implicate him.
Let me guess. Adden asked you to scan those leads. I suspected the traitor was hiding messages on optical encoders. Those messages were the real proof I needed, but a powerful scanner like yours would wipe them. Adden used you and my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I examined an apartment belonging to a Solarian officer, Rand Lon. The clues there led me to you.
Interesting. That confirms my suspicions. Everything comes back to our Ark. Adam didn't have the clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Adam is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the key to blowing it open.
Right. Except Adden got rid of anything we had on him, and I'll bet Rand Lon has disappeared.
Adam. He forgot the dart he poisoned me with. Still in there, with the ballistics intact. Contact Adam, feign ignorance, and ask for a meeting. I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need somewhere to meet Adden. Somewhere neutral.
There are caves on Kadara that might be suitable.
Send the word.
Well, looks like we're going to Kadara. Alright. Should be the final stretch for this, the last of our available missions. We do still have that, and this one we just can't complete. So, Vetra, track. Let's do this.
You alright, Drac?
Too much high ground. Keep expecting an ambush.
Oh, don't this cave look familiar?
Hostiles!
Let's see you deal with this.
There you are. Did you investigate those leads?
I learned you're a Ket collaborator and a murderer.
Who's one victim short?
So it's true. Old spies really do live forever.
This old spy would punch you if he wasn't carrying evidence in his chest.
I tried to give you a decent burial, Major. There was no time to convince you of our cause.
Selling your Ark to the Ket makes no logical or tactical sense.
To you, because you lack data. Several of us woke early, prepped the Ark, and then we found the Ket, an unstoppable enemy. So we made a pact. Sacrifice our Ark to the Ket and learn their secrets, so one day we could destroy them along with their exaltation.
You pretended to be Ket allies so you could study them, then stab them in the back?
Listen, there is an empire of Ket beyond Helios. All-powerful conquerors who will invade us eventually. The secrets we learn could stop our extinction before it begins. Give us our freedom, and they're yours. Don't let this go to waste.
What did you learn?
What exactly are you offering?
The intricacies of the Ket Empire. Vassals, potential weak points, exaltation secrets.
Which we can't confirm, and you could have pulled out of your cloaca.
We had to sacrifice civilians for this, Major. Will you let that be for nothing?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Put this traitor where he belongs, Major.
I've got suggestions if you need them.
Arrest me, and you'll never find the others.
I've got nothing but time to look. I'm retired, remember? I owe you big for this rider. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a militia pickup, the doctor, and the biggest drink on the Nexus.
Well, with that, that's everything we can do until we finish the game. So, we'll see y'all next time for when we head to Meridian. Unfortunate that I couldn't reach level 60, but it's just how it goes. I keep pressing the wrong dang button. V. There we go. Cheers, y'all.